So there's this king, right? He was 12 inches tall.
Okay.
He was a really bad king, but he made a great ruler.
Yeah, it's gotta work.
BroPod episode 5.
What's up?
Cue the intro.
Hello, welcome to the 5th episode of the BroPod.
Fourth.
I am your
Yay!
what?
Fourth.
4th episode of the BroPod. I am your main host, Riley, joined by co-host
Hola.
Lucas,
What's up?
and today our special guest, Roomy. Roomy, tell us a little something about yourself.
I've been going to Papa since 7th grade and dancing every single year since then.
Oh.
Wow, very experienced, might you say?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So, when did dance become something that you wanted to do? Like, when did you decide that dance was something that you took pride in?
I think it was in the pandemic, and I really found myself through dance, and it really made me just find who I am and express that. So that really is what changed everything for me.
What made dance pop out to you during the pandemic?
I think just watching tons of videos of it and being super inspired, and Miss Montoya inspired me so much through my middle school years of dance. I had her for beginning jazz, and it was so much fun, and it was such a big eye opener. It was amazing.
Do you think that dance will become a professional career for you?
I think definitely yes. I also think I want to go onto Broadway as well as dance, and study those in college.
So acting for plays and stuff like
Acting and musicals and dancing and yes, everything.
Well, that's three talents: singing, dancing, and
Yes.
acting.
Yes, so fun. I love them all.
that? Aren't you in a play that's going to be coming out recently or shortly? soon?
Yes. Next. Okay.
Quick
Thursday. Thursday the 15th, Friday the 16th, and Saturday the 17th are the musical dates.
Mm-hmm.
And that's The Drowsy Chaperone. And I am playing Gangster number 2, and it's going to be so funny. It is a really good musical, and I think all of you should go and see it.
Yeah,
I'm buying my
I'm
tickets
going
right now.
actually.
Yes.
I think on
That's
I'm
right.
going to
Saturday.
buy my tickets right now.
Yay.
Wait.
Um,
I don't know.
Another performance also coming up, the Spring Dance concert.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
How many dances in that are you in?
I am in 2. For that, I'm in advanced jazz and ensemble. Contemporary dance ensemble, yeah.
Speaking of ensemble, that's a pre-professional dance troupe, correct?
Yes.
What exactly is that?
So, contemporary dance ensemble has plenty of opportunities to collaborate with each other. It's more of a student-led class, and it's we get to go on field trips to different places. Last year we went to LA and Universal Studios for Dance Camera West, which was a collaboration with film.
I heard about that.
And it was really cool, and it was really amazing to dance at on the City Walk of Universal Studio. And we get plenty of opportunities like that because it's a very professional group to be in and experience. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So there's no certain style in ensemble of dance.
It is mostly contemporary, but usually we use quite a few fusions and fuse hip hop and ballet and jazz all together for our spring dance shows and our choreography. But yeah, it's mostly contemporary, but we do fuse a lot of things together.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just a mix of multiple different types of dances, kind of. You
For
just
sure.
combine all of it together and make a dance sandwich.
Yes,
So to speak.
delicious.
I thought the ensemble dance for spring dance concert last year was super cool.
Thank you.
It's really
Yeah,
good.
it was really fun making it.
Although I did hear that there were some technical difficulties. Didn't the lights go out halfway through the performance?
Yeah, the music went out, but it's okay because since we're a professional group, we
You keep dancing.
we got to we ended up getting through it just fine, and we all like communicated well, and it was really good. That's also a big part of ensemble is communication. That is a big thing.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
What have your experiences like? Speaking of different performances, what have your experiences been like for spring dance concert?
They've always been so great. I always have so much fun during spring dance concert. But it is important to remember that you have to pay attention, bring water, bring food, and really respect everyone around you because everyone is working like just as hard as you, and it makes things go a lot smoother when you're like focused and on time and paying attention.
So kind of the preparations for it would be like water, food, respect. What else do you think should be
some sleep,
on there
maybe?
for like especially like for people who are just coming into spring dance on concert? Blah.
Yeah, definitely get some good rest because it is a long day, and if you're rested, then you'll be nice and energized and ready to focus on everything because it goes by smoothly if we go fast and pay attention.
Is there anything that has helped you kind of prepare for like these kind of long tech rehearsals and also like performance days?
Yes, definitely. I usually like to go to bed like at least 30 minutes earlier and like try to do some like stretching before. It's always best to stretch before, even if there's a group warm up at tech rehearsals. Mm-hmm. It's great to like stretch and warm up before you even get there. That's how it is like in the professional world. You're like expected to do that, but it's also really great because then you're even more prepared, and maybe even like some meditating and like some breathing, just to get you into that mindset of focus and being ready.
So how many days of tech are there? Like, is it like a couple of days beforehand and then performance that night, or is it multiple days and then performance the next day?
It is, I don't know.
Okay. we'll take that. Well,
we shall see.
I know we have 3 tech rehearsal days, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if we have the spring dance concert that night or if it's the next night. But I do know we have 3 tech rehearsal days.
And how many performance days are there? Like, is there just one show or are there multiple?
There are multiple shows. There are 3 days. Each day has one show. And I believe that is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Thursday, Friday,
yeah, I think so.
Saturday.
I saw the list yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So what, there might be 2 days where it's tech rehearsal and performance at the same time?
Yes,
Or
2 or
1.
3.
So
we might have Friday off. Hopefully we do.
yeah. So when you're at tech, you're out of school, just doing dance completely that day, right?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I just blanked. Repeat your question.
When we're at tech, you're out of school all day to be at NHCC to prepare for a spring dance concert and doing tech. So
yeah, we are doing tech all day. Thursday, I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we have all day tech, like from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
So like
That's a lot of hours.
if you're not there for class, just make sure you get caught up later, like schoolwork.
Well, you definitely gotta be there for class so you know exactly.
later.
Yeah, you have to be caught up in all your academic classes. Try your best not to get behind during spring dance show. That is probably the best way to go, is to get ahead right before we go into tech, because there's only so many days to turn things in, and it's really stressful if you don't get everything turned in beforehand, because then you're like behind on everything.
Yeah, because the teachers, I'm sure, don't stop to like, since people are out there, I'm sure they're like, we'll just give everybody work anyways. Whatever. I can deal with it when they get back. Do your math when you get back for a week. Recover.
Yes, math.
Nobody likes math. Actually,
Eek.
do either of you like math?
I like math when I
No.
understand it.
But
So like rarely.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, math is easy if you know how to do it.
Yes.
I just don't like doing the long equation ones. Those definitely are not the most fun.
Math ties into a lot of things, though. Like in the last episode, we talked about math and music,
Yeah.
but math is also in dancing, just counting times. So
Yeah.
it's still basic math, but you still gotta.
And geometry, if they like make their, I don't know, if they make like a triangle
Angles.
shape.
Triangle.
Triangle.
90 degrees.
Yeah.
Do a 90-degree turn. Do a complete 180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, there is definitely a lot of math in
360.
so pay
plie
attention
or
in your
something.
math classes because it can help support your dancing and your music and pretty much everything.
Yeah, do
Even
your
if it's
math
hard.
so that you can do better at everything that's fun.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
It's nothing too bad. You wouldn't be like, what's the find me the slope of y equals mx plus 9, and it's like, oh, what? While you're dancing,
Huh?
you're just counting and doing angles.
Well,
Just know how to count 1 through 100 and you're good.
yeah.
Moving on. So for performing, do you think that what is your favorite part about being a dancer? Is it the being able to do something that you love all the time? Is it performing that's your favorite part? Is it meeting all the people? Like what's
I think really like a mixture of all of that. I think my most favorite part of being like a dancer is just being on stage and really connecting with an audience and really just like showing what's going on in your own brain to the audience or telling a story and really get like everyone like understanding things but without saying words is like through dance. It's really great and definitely meeting people. When you're a dancer you have plenty of connections if you dance from like an early age. Like
It's all
Miss
connected.
Montoya knows like every person ever, and Mr. Bennett knows every person ever, and Dr. Ginny knows every person ever, and Mr. Cisneros knows every person ever, and Miss Terin knows every person ever.
they do know a lot of people, I will say
Get
that.
good on their good side, so you
Even
can know
Miss
people
Hudson.
Yes.
too.
Miss Hudson knows everybody.
Yes,
Last time
get
we
on
were
their-
here, she
Even
was
the
like,
dance.
here's a person who helped on Breaking Bad. I was like, oh, okay.
And now it's time to go into a quick commercial break.
Senior
Showcase
Guys, Senior Showcase is happening on March 21st,
at 7 p.m. Guess where?
at the National Hispanic Cultural Center.
also known as the NHCC.
And you can get tickets online at nhccnm.org. On sale sometime during February.
Make sure
You support all those W
seniors.
And that was our commercial break.
In the dance world, what is one of the scariest parts? Because there's obviously the favorite parts, but then what are the bad parts or the scary parts of dancing?
I think there's quite a few things. Two really big ones is scared of like failing or falling on your face, but really that's just a part of dance and like learning. But another really big thing is if you fall, you can get injured, like I did.
Yeah,
What happens?
This was last year in September, my sophomore year, 2020 something.
22,
I don't know.
23.
It's been so long. I dislocated my kneecap in dance, and it hurt a lot. And it's really scary because you don't know if you can like get back into dance as much as like you want to. Dancers have this thing where like they want to keep dancing even though they're injured.
It's the
Because
passion.
it's really the passion. It's the burning passion, and it's really hard when you're injured because you can't do it for a really long time, and if you do, you're just gonna make it worse. And I feel like that was really hard for me because it took so long to be able to start dancing again, and I still have to wear a knee brace when I dance because my knee is a little
Little
Loosey
funky,
goosey,
Funny,
yeah,
haha.
yeah, it's
a little
really.
goofy. Yeah, no, I think that's something that I need to understand more, especially since Brooke is also like a dancer, but she injures herself sometimes, and she'll be like, "Yeah, I was dancing today and it hurt," and I was like, "Well, why'd you do it?" She's like, "Because I wanted to."
Yes, the passion.
Part of the life.
The passion is there. Actually, speaking of injuries, Lucas, didn't you have like a really bad injury as a kid?
Well, okay, so this is like 2 years ago. I don't know, something like that. But I got a funny little bike incident where like I ripped my knuckles open on my right hand, so I didn't have like much. I hardly had any skin on my right hand knuckles, so that's why they're kind of like funny now. And I haven't gone back on my bike since. I've been too chicken scared to get back on.
Wow.
So that's something that like I really admire in like dancers. Like they have the courage to get back and do it again after they get back up and try again.
Yeah, well, when you get injured falling off your bike, you're like, I'm never touching that bike again.
Yeah,
especially
I
while
haven't
I'm
touched
injured.
it.
I need to get back out there, no matter what.
I think also the reason why I dislocated my knee, or maybe, I don't know, because of your bike, was not using proper technique. Like, you know how to ride a bike, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, I don't think I was using, like, completely proper technique. That's why it's, like, so important to be paying attention and learning corrections and taking them with grace and not, like, taking it to heart, because really it can help you in the long term and not get injured because your knees are tracking over your toes and everything, because that's definitely not what I was doing. And then I dislocated my knee.
Did it like buckle under you or something?
Well, I was going to do like this like turn kind of thing, but my foot like stayed on the ground and my knee kind of went weird.
Oh.
And then I like fell.
One part moved and the other part didn't. And
Exactly, yeah.
So your knee
From
got
the
ahead of
knee
your
down
foot.
did not move. Everything else did.
Oh.
Eek,
I can't deal with injuries like that where you can see like the bones moving.
Yeah,
That's
neither
why
can I.
like I would love to be a skateboarder, but like just people always be like snapping things and their wrist will be like coming out and they'll just be like, I'm like, no.
Sometimes they're just like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. I just like fractured my wrist in 4 different places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not good.
I just casually cracked my skull, my brain started moving. Whatever, we do it again.
Skateboarder core.
Those people are crazy.
I know, it's crazy.
Now it's time for a quick commercial break.
Hey guys,
What's up?
why were the dancers afraid of the spring dance concert showtimes?
Why?
Cause 7, 8, 9. Spring dance concert is March 7th, 8th, and 9th.
7 p.m. on the 7th and 8th, 2 p.m. on the 9th.
At the National Hispanic Culture Center, or the NHCC.
So go buy your tickets online at nhccnm.org. On sale in February. Be there or don't be cool.
That was a pretty good commercial break, huh?
So some of the things that the different dance program genres have been doing lately is working, like advanced students working like with younger students, and that's especially happening in like contemporary and hip hop and flamenco, because in flamenco they have been using cajon drums for like a source of percussion for like younger groups and like helping out beginners. That's what La Compa is doing, and I always see hip hop, like the advanced students always helping like younger students and teaching really cool combos and just helping out a lot, and it's really cool to see that. And you guys are both in hip hop, right?
You're
not
he
in
was.
You're in hip hop.
Yeah, I am.
Sadly.
No, he needs to come back. He
I need
has
to
killer
come back.
energy out there.
I know.
Yes,
You go
dance is good. But for spring dance show, I have a little bit on every dance genre of what they're like kind of working on and focusing on here. So
Ooh, let's hear it.
ballet has been learning classical variations, including Don Quixote, Sleeping Beauty, and Coppelias, and they're really beautiful. My friend Caroline is on point, and she has been doing ballet for a really long time, and like seeing her do these amazing variations now is just so cool, and another reason to come see Spring Dance Show. Hip hop has been working. I'm sure you can like say with this is early 2000s and Latina hip hop music. Yeah, it sounds and looks really cool. I always hear you guys in the hallways when I'm walking to class.
Yeah, we definitely have like the biggest energy of a class because I can hear the music blasting from the cafe.
Yep.
And all the stomping
all the
going
time.
on.
Yeah, I have theme music while I'm walking into the bathroom.
Yes.
Like on my way to wash my hands.
And yes, love that.
Washing my
Always
hands,
love
just
hearing the music.
Yeah. The background.
Yes, it is so fun. I love that our school does that. It's so loud. La Compa is learning a dance with canes called bastones, I think is what they sold me. They were telling me about this. So just to be expecting to see that from La Compa, and it should be really cool. I'm really excited to see it. La Compa always has amazing
they always do some really good stuff.
It's so inspiring. It always gives me chills. Contemporary is working with like advanced classes are focusing on like emotion and like dancing with the heart and technique all combined, and collaboration and communication, of course. That is such a big part of dance in general. But definitely contemporary is like learning like all of that.
All the stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
all of this stuff.
This is what I was gonna say earlier. Like having proper technique can also lead to being safer while you dance.
100%. That is why it's so very important to pay attention in class and listen to those corrections and take them with grace and not to heart, like I said earlier. And it's really so important. Like once you learn that, you're like unstoppable.
Right.
That's one thing about, I think, technique too, is that it makes like you're safer, but also it makes the show more enjoyable. Like every spring dance concert that we've had, I think everybody has enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
And it's never been like
there's never been a dull moment.
Boring, because everybody is just proud of what they do. They all like every performance from Papa is
amazing.
Amazing, yeah. Like I remember our hip hop, our first hip hop.
Oh, last year?
One, yeah.
That was so fun.
One,
That was
right,
killer.
Just as a nerd.
That was killer.
Yeah, everybody loved that.
That
one.
was so hyped. That's also like I feel like having a good community around your dance classes is a big part of it too. Like having all the support, like when you're out there in tech and during concert, it's always about getting like your support from your peers.
100%. I see that a lot with hip hop. You guys seem like a really big like family, like every person in hip hop. It's really cool.
Gets on really well in there. It's everybody's just so close. Everybody's friends there. There's no
There's
like,
no common enemy.
Yeah, no. Everybody's just there trying
just
to get their groove thing going. Yeah.
That is awesome.
All right, one last question before I think that'll be it for this episode. If all of the teachers were to have a dance battle, which teacher do you think would win?
All styles.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
I think all of them would win because they're all so amazing and I love them all.
That's true. You gotta be no bias for teachers. We don't want to start a war out there. So.
No. I think they're all really good. They're all very experienced and professional. So.
Indeed.
They're so good.
Those who are watching, you should debate this in class. Have a class session, connection circle.
Yeah. If all of the teachers had a dance battle, so Mr. Cisneros, Dr. Ginny, Miss Montoya, Miss T, if they all had a dance battle. Mr. Bennett. Sorry, I'm forgetting names. Am I missing anybody else?
Did you say Dr. Ginny?
Miss Montoya.
Miss Montoya, Dr. Ginny, Mr. Bennett, Miss Dean, Mr. Cisneros.
I think that's it, right?
Yes.
I believe so. I think it is.
I think it is. If all of them had a dance
we talked about dance this whole time and we have no clue who the teachers are.
Yeah. That's.
We love them all.
If they all had a dance battle, who do you think would win? No.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. Who would win in a dance battle?
We want to
between
hear
all
this
of
on the
teachers?
announcements.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to know. You know what? I think we should set that up. All the teachers, you hear that? This
End of
is a
school.
challenge.
End of school.
And end of school, all of you need to have a dance battle so we can answer this question.
Full school.
The whole school
Whole
watches.
school's gonna watch, and you guys are gonna dance battle, and we're gonna cheer to decide who wins. Like, yay!
Not
Yes.
to send bias or anything, but I feel like Dr. Jenny or Miss Montoya would win.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I've only had
I
Miss
don't
T,
know.
but I know she's killer at dance battles. I got smoked like
And
twice.
the thing is
Remember
that
last year?
everybody is good because they're teachers and they've been
And they're
doing
also-
this for their lives.
they all
and
have
they're
their-
passionate about it. So
They'll have their
all-
different style.
Yeah, and they're
Yes,
all
I'll
phenomenal
bring
at
their
what they
own
do.
little authenticity.
It's probably
Yeah.
gonna turn into like this one big cipher. And
Yes, that'd be
It's
so
gonna be
Just a
like-
massive
fun.
cipher between the whole school. That'd be cool.
yeah, that'd be super
Yeah.
cool.
Well, that has been our episode for today. Roomy, thank you for
Yeah.
coming on to
Thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
the BroPod or the Papa Panda Broadcast Podcast. We will see you in the next episode. Until then.
Bye.